Good evening, everyone. That video makes our lives look so exciting, which is very contrary to how we are actually at the moment.
That's true.
How
That's
you
true.
doing, Renata?
Battling through. Today hasn't been the best day for news for anyone that's living in New South Wales.
Yeah.
And we
That is
have
a struggle.
quite a split community with the vaccinated against the non-vaccinated, and everyone going into absolute meltdown regarding how all of this is going to look in the future. So I understand where everyone is at, because we're in the middle of all of this as well. It's not as though this has passed us by. We're sitting here in separate houses, and my income has flown out the window, and so have many other people's incomes flown out the window. So it's very, very difficult for everyone, and the energies out there are pretty awful too. So if you kind of head outside or head to the shops for anything and you come back with an absolute headache and think, well, I was only out for like 2 minutes, what in the hell? Have a look around and have a look at all of the people that are worried about their businesses, or are caring for others, and can't get to things and are missing family members. And all of those things are just adding up and adding up and adding up over time to our feelings of unwellness. And yeah, look, some days are just a pure struggle at the moment for people.
I would have to say today's been the worst day for me so far out of the lockdown. And it hit me suddenly this afternoon. Just all of a sudden went, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You can now feel horrible. Anyway, we're not going to be horrible for you guys. We are still here. We are still going to do what we do. And I'm sure by the end of it, we'll all be laughing. And tonight, I'm going to be putting up the cards on the counter. And we've got the Druid Craft Tarot deck. Isn't that just gorgeous? So I'm making Renata read from those tonight. So at the end of the night, if you don't get a reading, here is the cards that you can choose from. So here's one.
Look, one of the things I'm always really passionate about is, when you're feeling really down and terrible, and there are different variances of terrible and different levels of terrible. But when it's just kind of a real slumpy mood, a good thing is to just do something for somebody else. Pay it forward. Do something that, because there are so many other people out there who have it far worse off than we do. And, if you kind of think, well, what can I do that might make some difference?
You can
somewhere?
buy our frightfully good oracle cards is what you can do. Sorry.
I have heard a lot of people, though, that have had people coming up to them and paying their grocery bills at the shop because they haven't got the money, or things are tough. Isn't that awesome? Or buying a cup of coffee for someone and just paying it forward. What a wonderful thing at this point in time to do for people who are really, really, really struggling. And look, I feel so sorry for so many businesses out there. It's just a terrible time for you all, but it's really, what else can we do? What else can we do? This isn't just our backyard, it's everybody's backyard. But
so my apologies if I'm not as perky as I normally am tonight, but the reality is I'm having a bad day, and I could fake it and put on the face and pretend I'm happy and chirpy all the time, but not the reality. All right, so there's your cards up there in the back, and our first one for today is Tanaya Day. Can I get a love reading? All right, so she'd like some love. I've got a feeling the naughty card will definitely have to be coming out for this. Now, if you would like to purchase our frightfully good oracle cards, the message is rolling across the bottom there, so you can work out how to do that.
And your card, Tanaya, is this one. It's the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords asks you to think about things very, very differently than you have up till this point in time. So you may have been stuck in a bit of a rut when it comes to how you think love should look or the way it's going to happen. It may not have been a great period for you up till this point in time with different relationships, but the card kind of says if you don't think differently and if you don't expect something different to what you have had up till this point in time, the only thing that you will be attracting to yourself is the same old stuff. So this is about looking in different places for the love that you're seeking and just being open and accepting when someone shows that interest, rather than sort of, blowing them off straight away and going, nah, that's not for me.
What are they doing to them straight away?
Blowing them off, right?
Oh, are they lucky? See, I'm back.
This is all about fresh, new look at life. Yeah.
Okay, and I've got a nice little card for you, Tanaya. A little fairy told me a secret. Your dream is about to come true. So your Prince Charming or Princess Charmingette is on their way to make your day. And as Renata said, blow you away straight away. How's that? Nice. I like it. I like it very much. All right. Yeah, I'm already getting trouble. Oh, and hello, Miss Machiavelli.
We've been in for 1 minute and we've already done a whoopsie. There you go.
Look, I'm drinking wine and I might just decide to let loose for the hell of it tonight. You like my Ouija jumper? I do too. I've been living in it the last couple of days. It's deliciously warm, and I walked outside today and went, oh, fuck, it's hot. Yes, I'm swearing tonight. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm sorry. Oh, Joshua apparently is feeling particularly naughty tonight. Lucky Joshua. Hi there, Leanne. Hello, Susan. Now, Tertia, I thought you asked us about the rings. I thought we'd already answered that one. Have we answered, Tertia, about the rings?
I'm sure we did last week. I'm sure we did.
Tertia, did you ask that one last week? I don't have my book, so I can't work out what it is. And Andrew, thank you so much. And you're right, it is hurting everyone. And I'm glad that you're empathetic. And yes, it's a mental challenge, and I'm mental to start with, so it's not a good combination. Kira McAvenny, I think I got it right, would like a reading, please.
All right. So, whoops. I lost a card.
Come on, Renata.
I don't have a lot of space. All right. Okay. Well, okay. So, Kira, you kind of have to be your own.
Tertia, I'll come back to you in a sec.
Yeah, Kira, you have to be your own savior at this point in time. Your own person who guides you through all of this sort of stuff, and is still willing to be open and share your emotions with other people. And I want to give you the words of, you're stronger than this. So I'm hoping that means something to you, because that seems to be what's carried with this particular card, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is always sent out to make amends or appease everyone. And sometimes they can be the center of all the rubbish that hits them when it's absolutely got nothing to do with them. They're just the messenger. So you have to learn to be stronger than all of this and not take everything personally, because in the end, you won't be able to give love because you'll be so burnt by everyone. And in actual fact, a lot of things aren't personal, even though they seem like attacks. The attacks are there. The attacks are there to take the emphasis off the person who is attacking you and showing you how weak they truly are. So I hope that gives you some insight at the moment, Kira.
And we apparently, Tersha, and thank you, Jodie, too. She asked on Tuesday, but we ran out of time, so we promised to do her. That's why the name was awfully familiar, and I thought I'd read out that question. So my apologies. We'll do it now.
Her rings, her rings, her rings, her rings. I'm wondering whether, because the mental image that I get in my head is that she has put them, it's like she's wrapped them and tied a knot in them, and they're like in an old style handkerchief. So maybe the handkerchief has come from grandma or great grandma, and she's put the rings in that and tied it all up so that it's a nice little bundle and put them somewhere very safe. And you know what that means? That means that they're lost forever, because we have...
Oh, don't say that. Just don't throw away little bits of cloth that are tied up, whatever you do.
Yeah, look, get her to check in drawers, the back of drawers, and even if some drawers can fall apart or have a gap in them, and so things fall behind. But that's kind of the image that I'm getting when we're talking about these rings of yours or of your mum's.
And Rebecca, welcome. So glad I found this in time. I love listening to your podcast. It seems like we've got quite a few of our podcast people on here tonight. Who here listens to our podcast? If you do, write the name of the podcast in the comments, and then we'll know if you really, truly do listen to it. Oh, yeah, Jodie, wasn't that Andrew is such a brilliant storyteller. He just does such a great job. And he made our life really easy. So if you want to check out Andrew's story of how he became a tour guide at Old Geelong Jail, head over to our YouTube channel. There are some of our videos going up there from our trips overseas and our many misadventures. The funniest one you will ever see is up there at the moment, and it's us in a hire car arriving a day earlier than expected, and then getting stuck and nearly having car accidents, and there's these weird scratches. So yeah. And you're right, Dana, the cards would make a perfect gift, and we give you a tracking number and everything. We do post to the UK, Germany, United States. We'll post anywhere. If it's not on the list, we will find out how much it costs. So Carolyn Smith would like a reading, please. Would like a love reading. And now, I'm Anne, by the way. I am a paranormal investigator, and I am the other half of the podcast duo. And I read the frightfully good oracle cards, which Renata and I created, and they are available for sale. They are $25 a pack and $10 postage to anywhere in Australia. And we can fit about seven packs in a $10 pack. So if you want to buy multiple to give them away for Christmas presents, you can do that. And anyone from this podcast, this show tonight that places an order, so anyone that places an order in the next 24 hours will get a little treat in their bag from our merch that has just arrived. And we've got a few little bits and pieces, so we might be putting a little treat in your bag if you buy our cards in the next 24 hours. How's that, Renata?
Ooh, that's pretty awesome.
I just did it.
You did. Yeah, you surprised me. All right, Carolyn. So we have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles talks about your generosity to others. The thing is that generosity is just attracting the wrong type of people to you, the needy and those that just keep wanting things from you and never giving anything back because they can't, or they're too ill, or they're too tired, or they just don't have the opportunity to. And so you're continually giving, and not necessarily receiving anything back. So my statement to you is, don't be so bloody generous. Yeah, just realize when you have a dead shit on your hands and go, you know what, I've done enough for you. Now go away, because you know what, I really need people around me that are going to be generous to me too. That's your mantra. Stop being so generous to others.
Donna Atkins, I'm so glad that you love listening to the troubled souls of the ESP, but that's not our podcast. But we'll give them a plug anyway, because we're generous like that. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. That's so funny. Try again, Donna.
Oh, Renee, that's lovely of you. Her bestie was having a hard week. Surprised her with an order of an Audi to make her happy.
Oh, that's
I
good.
don't own an Audi. Oh. Right, Kirsty Cook, welcome to the show. You're a newbie. Can you read that, Renata? I'm a newbie. Would absolutely love it if you were drawn to me.
Okay.
And she's very good with the emojis.
Yes, I can see that. Ooh. Okay, Kirsty, you have the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is a little bit about timing and saying that now is the time and you should be ready. No more excuses. And if you're one to put up a lot of excuses when it comes to making change because you're afraid of what people might think of you, this is the time to go, I'm not doing that anymore. No, I'm going to make this change now. So any time between now and the end of the year is a good time to make that big step forward. And like I said, no more excuses, because otherwise it'll come back to bite you in the backside and you'll go, I wish I had done that.
And can you believe that you've found yourself in this situation? Really? Oops. I don't know what you've done, but you've got a little bit of mud on your face there. Just back up slowly. You'll be fine. I love what Beth Cameron has said here. Can you read yourself a naughty card, please, Anne? Okay.
Oh.
It's a bit of inspiration for me. What have you got for me, cards?
For today.
Oh, no. This is not going to be good for you guys. It's time to get it all crazy because being sensible isn't going to cut it. Okay. I can do that.
You can.
I can. Yeah, all right. Danny Annette. Now, just remember, guys, we get lots of questions and we do our best to sort of keep the feed scrolling through, but sometimes it just goes so fast and we get really behind. So if you've asked a question, hang in there because we might get to it. Renata, I'm just going to go and take my clothes off for a second and I'll come back. There's a card there for you to read. Okay,
Danny. You would like a card. Now, before I do that, I'm going to just light a little bit of sage so that anyone who feels that they need a little bit of a cleanse right now, whether it's to cleanse out negative energies out of your life or that feeling that you are just got, you know, the stagnant energy around you at the moment and you want a lift, I'm just going to just burn some sage. So take that in, guys. That's all coming to you. And this actually works. This distance healing stuff works. And we are getting rid of all negative energy at the moment, all negative stuff. We're just getting rid of it all. all the stuff that's been hanging on all day long from everyone and even our own thoughts. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to stick it in a jar. This is awesome when you stick it in a jar, because what it does is it takes away the oxygen so it can't keep burning. And you've got a jar full of smoke. Isn't that awesome?
Sure, there's an orb in there.
I'm sure there is. All right. So, Danny, you would like a card. Okay, we've got the King of Swords. So lots of swords cards tonight. So lots of thinking and doing needs to be done. And this process of moving from thinking to actually action. So we've been given extra time to sit and think, but it's getting to a point where we're overthinking things now and we're creating catastrophes that aren't really there. So you have to be careful that you look after your thoughts, Danny, and that you don't get to a point where you are overthinking things, and that is actually just creating havoc in your life where you can't move on or can't make a decision or can't do anything because you're just discombobulated with everything. So this is about actually making things a lot clearer and easier and more straightforward. It's not that complicated. And prioritize what is the most important thing for you and to you right now. That's the only thing that needs to come into your little sphere, into your bubble. Do that. I wonder what would happen if I would release this right now. How about I release this and see how much smoke comes out? So it's still got it's a whole jar of smoke.
So there's a creature in there.
Let's see. Look at that. All right. Same to you.
Oh, I love my noise machine. It makes me happy. All right, I'm scrolling. Yeah, there's a bit of transformation happen. We're in the dark moon. We're just coming out of the dark moon.
Oh no, it's a new moon now.
That's why we've just come out of the dark moon.
Yep. We've got God's fingernail up in the sky. Look, I've even lit a candle for enlightenment.
I think he's been picking his nose lately, just saying. All right, I'm hot now. Break out the makeup, you reckon? I don't have Renata here. Yeah, what am I doing? They're all getting worried. All right. Gems Cottage, how you going? Thank you for your lovely comments on our YouTube page too. We really appreciate that. Yeah, guys, it costs you nothing to like our pages and share our stuff or share our shit, but it means the world to us. It really helps us no end. At the moment, we need help. We need help more than ever. I'm hot.
Yeah, that's true. Gems Cottage, here is a card coming up for you, and it is about whether you should continue on a particular path. Oh, it's the High Priestess. And the High Priestess kind of says, you know what, this is kind of your calling. This is where you should be. Whether it is a lesson that needs to be learnt or a sort of a life path that needs to be sorted through and done so that you feel that there is completion here and that you are doing the right thing that you really feel you should be doing. So this is something that you have to keep going with, at least for now, until you kind of get that feeling and that sense that you are done. You've fulfilled the requirement. And that might be a lifetime thing. Like, you know, what we're doing at the moment is our lifetime requirement. We're needing to do this, although it's not giving us any financial benefit. We're needing to do this because if we don't, we won't feel fulfilled. We will feel as if that we've just gone off the road completely. So we're kind of stuck here at the moment until we push it far enough to see where it leads. And sometimes it's about not giving up and staying the distance and going, well, you know what, might not be good right now, but look, it's not always going to be like this. It might be better in 6 months or 12 months' time. And if I'm not here in this position right now, I'll never see that point come. So, Gems Cottage, keep going. The High Priestess is there for you.
And thank you. This is our merch. For those who missed it the other week, this is our new T-shirts. And on the back it says hashtag and Renata. Many thanks to Cotton Colour for their wonderful service and getting our stuff to us so quick. We're just waiting on the mugs that are on a slow ship from China. Yes, I show my boobs at every opportunity. And hi, Jess, how are you? Sword training.
Awesome.
Okay. Tracy Pink. Hello, Tracy. Welcome to the craziness. Would you like to pull a card for Tracy?
If you have an opportunity, people, learn something new in this time of downtime. I've actually got 2 things that I'm currently learning. One of them is EFT or tapping, which I'm going to practice. Once we get back on board, I will be an EFT practitioner. So that's where we tap on our meridian points.
Oh, I've got a
to
good
get
one
rid of emotions and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, damn it. I would love some guidance at the moment. All right. So, 3 of Cups.
Oh, party! The girls are getting pissed. Yeah?
No.
Oh.
One of the things, Tracy, you shouldn't be doing at the moment is actually asking advice from friends, because they're going to only tell you what you either want to hear or what they want you to do. So this decision that you need to make and the guidance that you need to be looking for is an inner guidance from yourself only. So don't keep asking friends for guidance and stop procrastinating. A glass of wine is okay, a whole bottle isn't. You have to concentrate and you have to make these decisions on your own with a clear mind. And no one can give you the answer.
Did I mention we're blunt? We're very blunt and to the point. If you want the airy fairy love and light lemonasty and all that sort of stuff, that is not us. All right? We tell it as it is. We tell you what your spirit guides are trying to tell you in a kind and gentle way, but we just fucking tell you. Just do it, right? Anyway, thank you, Tracy, for joining us. You may never come back again. And I would like to welcome Myra Croak. Can I have a card, please? Listening from Ireland. Woohoo! We're going to be there next year. We are going.
Yes, Myra, we are. Oh, and I love aces. I love when I pull an ace because this is all about excitement and the thought that things are just about to change, which is what we so need right now. And Myra, this is about your own personal stability and about you. Are you thinking about moving or wanting to move because there's a sense of house change or movement that is around you and it's like finally the path is cleared to be able to do this? But you've been waiting a really long time to get a sign that says you can do what you really want to do or what you've hoped to have happen. And this is the sign. So this is your Ace of Swords. Go and get it done. Go and do it.
Watch out. I've just spilt black salt everywhere, but that's okay. Rightio. What am I up to? And hello to another Irish person, Charlie Bear. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Where are you all from tonight? Tell us where you're all from. Look, we think we're going to be in the America. Ooh, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. We're going to be in America, hopefully March, April, and we're going to meet up with Jeffrey from Uncensored Radio. Lynn Ann, my love, it sounds to me like you need some blunt advice here.
Oh,
I'm going to get a naughty card for you.
Oh,
now you like this one.
Yes, the only person that can change your feelings is you. So you have to work out where this, because guilt is like the end result of whatever has happened. So you have to kind of work backwards from the guilt and go, am I blaming myself for something? Or was it said to me that it was my fault? Am I made to feel that it is my fault? Or was I not present when I should have been present? Was I being selfish? So all of these ideas and thoughts can be kind of in your head. And that is why,
accident?
Yeah, that's why you're feeling so guilty. And you've got to then kind of work out, was it really something that you had planned out? Or did something happen at a point where you were low emotionally, or you weren't ready, and therefore you couldn't have changed anything in the process of what occurred? So guilt is, no one can make you feel guilty. They can push you to that sense of guilt, but there must be something inside of you that triggers that guilt process for you to feel guilty in the first place and then continue to feel guilty. And because we are all different, we all experience it very, very differently. But I will choose this card for you. And of course, the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about someone making you feel guilty by them never being able to see any grey in anything ever. It is always black or white. And having been brought up in a situation where you may have felt like that, it's very hard for you to sort of get out of that feeling of guilt. But again, you're the only one that can push your way through and go, you know what? I'm over that feeling. It's actually not doing anything for me, and I can't fix whatever's happened. So I need to let that go.
All right, woman. Auntie Anne's turn. She had a glass of wine and she's off at chops. Okay. So, whatever's happened is in your past. It's back there. Stop looking back there and thinking, what if you had to make choices? You had to make a change. It was a fucking good thing that you made a change. Stop fucking feeling guilty about it. Throw your head back, spit in the wind, and show them what you've got. Because you've got so much potential and you're hiding it and holding it back because of all this freaking guilt. So get over it, woman.
It sounds to me like a process that's been going on for a really long time, and they may love to make you feel guilty because it puts you in a disempowered position. So, Lynn, don't let it happen any longer. Don't let it happen any longer.
You're too good. You're wasting such good shit that's inside you.
Let us know if that makes sense for you, Lynn.
She did. I'd put it up there. She said, you're so true. Wemmy Sarah, may I have a card, please? Hey, Wemmy, welcome to the show. Where are you from? What you doing? Is it morning or night where you are?
So this is another really great card, this Wheel of Fortune card, because as long as it spins, there is opportunity in the air for you. So while ever you are in this state of play with all the areas of your life, you can make really great choices to go in the exact direction you want to go, because you're the one that stops the wheel. You have to be ready, though. You have to have done the work and know where you want to go and where you want to get to. If you're in a situation where you're shrugging your shoulders and going, I don't know. Then the wheel will stop itself wherever it feels right, and you might not like where it stops. So the idea is get your head thinking and know exactly where you're going next.
You've been getting far too comfortable where you're sitting now. You need to get out of your comfort zone and step up a little bit. Sometimes it pays to take a little risk and step out of your comfort zone so the good shit can come to you. Learn new skills. If you keep doing the same old, nothing's going to change. After all the aunties. Oh, Brad, you've got a problem there, dude. I just farted and it smells like burnt popcorn and I just ate tacos. Ask the spirits what the fuck. Well, the spirits are saying, why the fuck are you smelling your own farts, dude? It's not a good thing to be doing. And I wouldn't be bragging about that.
And Brad, you must be very lonely to be able to do that. That's all I can say. Because if there was someone in there with you, if there was someone in there with you, I don't think they would be very happy about your attitude.
All right. Renata, here's another good one for you.
Is my spirit guide male or female?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. And I think that's a malleable thing. It can be something that moves or is not gendered. If you want to particularly make your spirit guide a male or female, go right ahead. They'll assist you and they will be whatever you need them to be. But I'm not really one that kind of really puts a lot of emphasis on how this spirit guide is supposed to look, and unless it's an ancestor who sometimes comes through, and then you really want to know who they might be. But a pure spirit guide is pure energy. They can be whatever you need them to be. They're not really caring whether you call them Sheila or Joseph or
it could
whatever.
be hermaphrodites or ambidextrous, just one or the other.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
Non-binary, isn't that the word now? Non-binary.
Well, I get so confused. I just know penises and vaginas. Lynn Ann said, oh my God, thank you so much, ladies. You hit the nail on the head. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Wemmy said, thank you. I've been questioning where to go to next for work. So there you go. All right, I'll let you go for that one.
Okay, current feeling for you. All right, let's take a look. And you have another beautiful ace card, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a particular person that's really wanting to settle down and make a life for themselves and have the whole happy family and everything. So I think you better be prepared that if you want to continue with this particular person in your life, they want to settle down fairly soon. They're ready to have that happen. They don't want to play around. They don't want to go through all of those processes. That they just want to settle down and get ready to have a beautiful family life.
Feel free to say thank you by sending money. Thank you. We'll take it. We're asking tonight because it's just not looking good. Don't come to America. Try and stop us. Americans won't know what's hit them. Devon, UK, overlooking Cornwall. I think we've had this before, Suzanne, but every time you say it, we're still going to go,
love Cornwall. Love Cornwall.
Hey,
absolutely.
Rebecca, you're from Tassie. Would love to know where you went when you were down here. We went to Port Arthur, obviously. I went to the old convict heritage site, which is next to Port Arthur but not as well known. We went to the Tench. We went to Willow Court Asylum, And what's the other one that they've got there at Willow Court? The barracks. That was just the ghost hunting.
And we went all the way up the top to
we went to Lonnie.
yeah.
We got to meet a lovely lady there and have breakfast with her, but Lonnie is very interesting. But we did drive out of Lonnie and found a raspberry farm and a fantastic shop that had the most amazing shit I've ever seen. All right. I'm scrolling. Everyone's saying, oh, Sacramento, California. No, Brad, you'll have to look up your own anus, my darling. We don't want to look up your anus. Oh, thank you, whoever sent the dollars. Oh, you gorgeous people. Thank you. Oh, you're from communist
Brad,
Australia.
You are clever. He's so clever, isn't he?
He's all right. Lizzie, thank you so much.
What a conversationalist.
We love you, Brad. We really do.
We've had farts and anuses all in like 2 sentences. Isn't that awesome? It's really odd.
I'm drinking Chardonnay tonight from, or is it Semillon? I think it's Semillon from Moorbank. I love Moorbank wines. Oh, it's so good. I need some music, background music when you're waving your hands to the cards. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Macho man. Yeah, no? Bella, how are you, Bella? You'd like a card?
And I'm shuffling. I am shuffling. Oh, Bella, that's a beautiful card, the 10 of Cups. Check it out. Yeah, it's all happy families, happy emotional state, all of those things that we have been blessed to really hope and dream for. And I hope that they're coming your way because, gee, you deserve it. You deserve it. So don't take second best.
Oh, Brad, mate, thank you for spending your Thursday nights with us, taking your special time to be typing comments into our live feed, where we're obviously ripping people off for their $7.99 every week. Do you know how much money we made from YouTube this month? $15, dude. We are killing it. We are so fucking rich. Meanwhile, you're waiting for your testicles to extend from your throat because they've been stuck up there for God knows how long. Dude, we're 2 old ladies. Why the fuck are you picking on us? Go find someone else who really does scam people and pick on them.
Yeah, go over to the fans only or whatever pages.
Oh yeah,
okay, plenty of lovely girls there that will show you their buttholes.
For him,
all you need to pay is like $14.99, and they'll show you their buttholes over there. They're talented. They're absolutely
we're not ignoring
talented.
you, Lisa. That's the first time I've seen your comment. Sorry, I don't know what you were asking.
No one will pay me to show them my butthole. That's why I don't have a fans only page. But you go over there, Brad.
We do have a manscaping kit that can keep that nice and hair free now. Yeah, sorry.
That's a joyous conversation, isn't it?
We're not normally this foul mouth, but I'm having a bad day, so I'm letting loose a little bit, and it just makes me feel a little bit better. Normally I'm a lady, but then people like Brad just make me, I don't know, feel a little bit dirty and not in a horny way. So, Christine.
Oh, Christine. I'd love a message from my uncle if possible. We held his funeral with the current restrictions and we're all disappointed we couldn't say goodbye properly. Any messages, please? Oh, my Lord. Oh, my dear. Oh, my dear. You know what? I'm pretty sure that your uncle would have been really aware, or he is now aware of the situation. And look, I'm not actually quite sure whether he really would have paid a lot of attention to the whole funeral shebang thing. I don't think it was a big deal for him. I'm just looking at the Queen of Wands here, and the Queen of Wands tends to be very, very matter of fact and kind of, you know, it only really matters while you're alive. After you're dead, it doesn't really matter. And so I'm saying to you that his message to you is, you know what, the only people that are worried about it are the people that I've left behind. I'm not worried about it at all. Yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. So don't worry about the fact that you feel that people have missed out. Um, those that want to say goodbye to him can say goodbye to him anytime they wish. Right now, they can say goodbye to him. They can have a conversation with him at any given moment in time. It is their choice to do so or not. The whole funeral thing, really, he's grateful, but it's not a worry to him. It really isn't. So please take that to heart, Christina. Know you've done everything that you could.
And Tertia, thank you so much. This is the most money we have ever made on a live show, Renata. They must be feeling really sorry for us. Thank you. Poor old Brad can't think of anything else to say, so he's had to say the same thing again about farting popcorn. We've already covered this, Brad. Get original. You're getting a bit boring, dude. So meanwhile, what are we up to here? And congratulations on the baby. Okay, and whoops, that just all scrolled away. Oh, Lisa Ann, thank you. Oh my God, we're going to be rich. Oh, I do like a good trolling. And for those people who are worried about that and just saying ignore them, no, I like to play with them. It gives me great joy.
It's the only time we will stick our fingers in shit, when we've got trolls that are really getting up our nose. So
yeah. So Bella's pregnant with bub number 6. Wow. I pay honor to you. You are this gorgeous, gorgeous goddess here. This is you. Isn't she beautiful?
And no wonder you got that beautiful card. Yeah, it was that gorgeous family card. So, wow. How beautiful is that? You're an awesome mum, Bella. Absolutely awesome. Those kids should be so happy to have you as their mum.
Hey,
wow.
Andrea, I'm sorry. That's the first time I've seen you as well. I didn't see a question there. What did they just say? Don't tell him. Don't tell him. All right, where am I up to here?
Sorry,
Leah's comment.
Sorry,
Dark moon, that time of the month for everyone, even Brad.
I don't know whether Brad's had enough time to look up from his taco. He's too busy smelling his own farts. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I said. We do love a troll. All right, Lisa, here's a good one for you. Lisa, will my son work through his struggles? Will he be okay? I hope so, Lisa. Our sons give us grief, but they will love their mums. They might not admit it, but they will love you to death.
It's a little bit challenging for boys at the moment too in this generation, because there are so many changes and so many ways of being that weren't around before, and they've got to make all of these amazing choices. And that's interesting because it's the Page of Swords that has come up for him. And I'm going to really say to you that one of the things that he really needs to concentrate on is looking at what he truly wants, because this can be quite a card of confusion, this Page of Swords, and he can be led astray very quickly by other people. So he has to really learn to know himself and who he truly is, as painful as that might be. You know, who is he really? And what part of that does he want to show to the world? What part of that does he rejoice in? changing for all of the people that are around him becomes very, very tiring, and it leads him to do things that he would not normally do that might not be right. So I'm hoping that he has some good people to talk to help him through. And sometimes mum and dad aren't the right people because you're just too close. Sometimes you do need a professional person to help and assist out.
Oh, Brad's back. He's got nowhere else to go, no other friends to play with, so he has to keep shitting in our sand pit. How many people have we scammed today, sisters? Oh, billions. We are so filthy rich from all our scams. You should see that text scam we're sending out to everyone where we say, there's a parcel, you better give us your credit card number so you can collect your parcel. We're doing really well on that one, aren't we, Renata?
Yep. And Brad, you're not coming to America with us. Sorry.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pull a card for Brad because Brad needs a card. And you know what, mate? I'm not even going to charge you a dime. I'm going to do this completely from the bottom of my skanky little heart and asshole for you. So, Brad, the spirits. Oh my love. Are you going to follow your head or listen to your heart? Obviously, you're going to have to listen to your heart, although I don't think you've got one, and I'm not sure about the brain either. So I think you probably set adrift, which is why you're on here trying to troll us. Good luck, dude, because we don't give a fuck. Thanks, Brad. Right. Where are we up to now? Oh, congratulations, Lynn Ann. We're just going to scam you for congratulating you on being a nana. Now, Jody. Did I do Jody? No, I've stopped writing things down. I got too excited about Brad. Are you going to ladies do any pothole sessions? I think you mean portal. Maybe portal. I was going to wait till Renata got here with me to do the portal sessions. It's okay, lovely. I'm sorry that you lost your auntie.
Boy.
And once again, as Renata said, you can say your goodbyes, light her a little candle. Don't leave the candle unattended.
Autocorrect is terrible, Jody, isn't it? I've made so many mistakes with the horrible autocorrects when they happen, but we know what you're talking about. Oh dear. Yeah, look, you know what? It's really nice to sit down and just have a chat and believe that they are there in the room with you. Literally. And if you've got a picture of her and you can sit down with her picture and just talk to her face, talk to her as if she is there, you know what? That message reaches out beyond death. It really does. And it reaches to them. And you've got to have a way of allowing your heart to grieve and to sort of just move through those emotions. And you know, the best way to do it is just to say your piece, say what you need. And I'm so sorry that you couldn't have attended her funeral in Adelaide. It's really hard not to be there because, you know, we often want to feel as though we have contributed and made that final goodbye or said that final goodbye. But you can do that anytime and anywhere. As best as you can. And believe me, they understand what's going on. They really do.
Mick, I love your comment. Chief window licker on the flight. And yeah, we're talking about us being scammers, but have they seen the TV and was it evangelists? Oh my God. Here we are going, woohoo, we've got $16. Woohoo!
Well, and can we talk about Texas for a minute? Can we talk about Texas for a minute?
I do. I just want to let Lisa know that I've got your question. I will answer it. I found it.
Where they won't allow women who have been raped to have an abortion, or you're not allowed to have an abortion at all. So you know what? If you're looking for scammers, look for the big ones because you're certainly not going to find them here.
Lisa, the reason why we keep acknowledging him is because it brings me great joy, and I love giving them shit, and making sort of people realize that you don't need to be scared of scammers. Not scammers. You need to be scared of scammers. Not that we're scammers.
bullies.
Bullies. You don't need to be scared of bullies. You just speak what's in your mind. Don't be frightened of him. And he is a bully. That's all he is. I would like to know if I could be home soon. Oh, Lisa, I don't know if anyone's going to be home soon. I don't know what your situation is, gorgeous one.
It will happen before Christmas, Lisa. It will happen before Christmas. And what you have to do in the meantime is forgive yourself for all of the hiccups and any of the things that you have missed along the way. Don't go home with a broken heart or a heart that feels regret. Don't. Go home with joy and happiness, because that's what's going to be needed when you do go home.
Andrea, did I miss your question, did I? Andrea Poppin? Bloody Brad, he took my spotlight. What did I do? I might have clicked off. Better give her
Just
a card.
ask it again, Andrea. Ask it again. We'll note it as we're going through.
I'll wait for you. Yeah, just what's your question, lovely, and we'll do it now. Sorry, I get excited sometimes. So, what you're all doing next week? But you can watch our Spooky Sundays. We'll be on the Newcastle Live radio app on Sunday. If you've missed these shows, they are freaking hilarious. All right. Here we are. What is my partner's dead mum banging cupboards in her? Was it my partner's dead mum banging cupboards in her house? Well, that's an interesting one. So you got a bit of a poltergeist action happening there by the sounds of it. Oh, looks like we've lost Brad. You gone, Brad? Got bored.
Part of it is her state of mind at the moment, Andrea. So she is attracting a whole lot of stuff that would not normally happen because of her state of grief and because she's refusing to deal with anything. So if he is coming through to knock cupboards, he's trying to literally wake her up and go, come on, we need to get on with it. You need to be present at this moment in time.
She said that part of it, slow spreading her ashes, so I think there might be a bit of guilt there as well. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so just it's a whole mixture of stuff, but when stuff like this happens, it's often high levels of anxiety, stress that are in the house. And that can be a trigger to anything else that is around. And I think the banging on cupboard doors in your instance is this wake-up call that is happening.
All right, let's give Janet. Janet's going to be our last card. We've just gone slightly over because she had asked earlier and I meant to actually get onto hers and I forgot. So Janet just wanted a card of guidance of how to handle things over the next week, month, whatever.
Okay.
I didn't remember the question.
This is the best card ever, Janet. This is a card that says, do it in your immaculate way, the way you always do it. It is not about changing and it is not about making everyone else feel fine and wonderful. You just continue to do what you feel is the right thing that comes from your heart. And that's all you can do. You can just be yourself. Don't turn yourself inside out.
We've got another troll. Sorry, Janet.
Don't turn yourself inside out for anyone, Janet. Just don't.
Hello, Gunter. few months ago, I got a little problem with my penis. With my lover, which made me and her to break up, and I am very happy. Oh, they're very happy they've broken up. Woohoo! Okay. For Dr. Agona to give me a chance for me to smile and get an erection again. Okay, right now I'm very happy to get my lover back and make her very pleased with my penis. So they've got some sort of spell. Now look, Brad, this is a scam, right? This is someone you can go for. Gunter Stack On has small penis syndrome, and it's going to get even smaller because it's going to shrivel up. Now, people, if we never send you messages after the show saying, come like our page, come get a reading from us. There's people that make fake pages and call themselves Anne and Renata. It's not us. We will never send you a private message to either buy our cards or to have a reading with us or to marry my son and send me $100,000. Well, that's a good one, though. No. So, look, Gunter is what we call a scam artist, right? So look at this lovely face that's on there. Gunter, you're a very interesting-looking male. Anyway, fuck off, Gunter. I'm not in the mood for you tonight. You can just fuck right off. There we go. I'm very sorry for my language tonight, everyone, but it has made me feel so much better. I've come out at the end of the show feeling really good. Our merch will be up in a couple of weeks, just waiting for the mugs to come through. Now, we've got to read these cards. Have you picked your 1, 2, 3 yet?
In the meantime, please choose 1, 2, or 3.
Well, I'm going to go this way. Commit to it. Write it down.
Choose 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, I'm trying to use the mouse with the other hand. It's not working. Oh. Are we ready?
Yep.
Right, number 1 is the King of Swords.
Or the King of Swords. So this is a card that, to me, in this particular question, so for tonight, the King of Swords is saying to you, wait and consider very well what comes out of your mouth and the actions that you take before you go ahead and do anything. Think twice, act once.
And so I've got to get on camera. The naughty cards are saying, my favourite card, hurt is wasted energy. To heal, realise your part in the issue and get over it, right? Don't keep dwelling on it. Yes, there was a fuck up. Yes, you got hurt. They got hurt. People are hurt left, right, and centre. But if you keep just feeding energy into that, it's never going to heal. It's wasted. Put your energy into something else. Love, Abraham. Right, next one. Oh, strength card.
Or the strength card. So this is a situation that you actually have control over, but you're not trusting yourself. So the strength card is all about time. So to allow more time, patience that's required, but also trusting that things are already in motion. Don't let anyone try and hurry things up for you at this particular point in time. Just take it nice and slow.
Okay. Take your blinkers off and have a good hard look at what is really happening. Don't gloss it over in all this love and light shit. Have a real hard look at what is happening so you get your facts straight.
And last card for the night.
Oh, Ace of Pentacles.
Ace of Pentacles. So this is opportunity knocking at your door. And if you're kind of down and out at the moment because work isn't there or things are going really shitty, there is an opportunity that you may have not answered or that you kind of put aside and went, oh, no, that's not good enough, or I won't be bothered with that, or it's all too hard. And this card has come up to say, no, you really need to think about this because this is an opportunity waiting to happen, and it's a financial card, so there is money to be made.
And you wait till you see the naughty card that came with it. A little fairy told me your dream is about to come true. Woohoo! What a good card. I like it. Don't forget to buy the naughty and nice cards. so we can rip people off and scam them.
There are 40 cards. There are 40 cards in the deck too.
Yeah, there is. All right. Well, that's the end of that show. Thank you guys so much for cheering me up because I'm feeling so much better now. We will be on a hang on 2 seconds. I've just got to take that one out. And yeah, so we will be on a brand new show tomorrow called the Spirit Realm Network, and that is actually found on their webpage. So you've got to go to the Spirit Realm Network, and we are presenting a show called Supernatural Stories with Anne and Renata. It will be on 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which I think is 7 or 9 p.m. I can't remember in Eastern Time. New York time. Fuck. I'll put it up on the page. You can work it out. All right. So thank you all for joining us. Can you wrap up, Renata?
Yeah, look, I hope you all have a great week. Our thoughts are with you, those that are in a really stressful situation at the moment and are really struggling. We are here to ask, are you okay? And please reach out to someone, have a chat. You don't have to, spill the beans on everything if you feel that you can't, but reach out to someone and have a chat with them over the phone or over the mobile, whatever it might be, and just sit and talk, because we are social people, and the one thing that we're missing at the moment is that social connection. So please, please, please reach out. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel scared to just ring somebody up and say, hey, you know what, I'm feeling really down today. Can we please just have a chat? And yes, Anne is saying to me, see you on the dark side, which we will. But it's important that today of all days, you reach out if you need help.
And every day. Love you all, guys. Thank you for the people who donated to this very sad cause. Bye!